Let's move on to the fourth main topic today. And the fourth main topic today comes to us from David Perkins, who writes, Kevin Feige recently said in an interview that Endgame's 182-minute runtime is the least interesting thing about the movie. That's interesting to say. Getting more press than it should. He also said not to hold our collective breath on the X-Men appearing in Phase 4, which currently has a 5-year plan which matches the length of Phase 1 if it goes as currently planned. Your thoughts? Okay, for those of you who don't know what David is talking about, Kevin Feige, the high guru of all things MCU, this has been a discussion and a debate that's been going on for a while, and I think Kevin Feige finally just put this thing to rest for us, okay? I have had so many people writing to me all the time. John, I'll bet you $1,000 that Wolverine makes a cameo in X-Men Endgame, or in in Avengers Endgame. John, the end credit scene is absolutely going to have Fantastic Four. John, they're definitely going to introduce, so-and-so X-Men characters. And what I have been saying forever is, guys, here's the problem. They made this movie and planned this movie out ages ago. They couldn't even think legally. They couldn't even think about X-Men and Fantastic Four until the deal officially closed like a week or 2 weeks ago. And this movie's already wrapped and done. You're not going to see Fantastic Four characters. You're not going to see X-Men characters in this movie. And it's going to be a while until we do. And even Robert is still kind of believing we're going to see Galactus in the post-credit scene. Anyway, Kevin Feige seems to have put all of that to rest when he was being interviewed talking about Endgame and the possibility of X-Men and Fantastic Four coming in during Endgame or coming anytime soon. And this is what Kevin Feige said. Feige said the following: "It'll be a while. It's all just the beginning, and the 5-year plan that we've been working on, we were working on before any of that was set. So really, it's much more for us, less about specifics of when and where the X-Men will appear right now, and more just the comfort factor of how nice it is that they're home. They'll all be back, but it will be a very long time." Let's read that whole thing again here and break this down. When are X-Men and Fantastic Four going to pop up in an MCU film? It'll be a while. It's all just beginning, and the 5-year plan that we've been working on. So Kevin Feige is saying we've got this 5-year plan for what happens after Endgame. We are planned up to 5 years in advance before the Fox deal ever happened. All right? It'll be a while. It's all just the beginning, and the 5-year plan that we've been working on, we were working on before any of that was set. So really, it's much more for us, less about specifics of when and where the X-Men will appear right now, and more just the comfort factor of how nice it is that they're home. So Kevin Feige is saying, we're not even worried about when we introduce the X-Men and when we introduce the Fantastic Four. Right now for us, it's just, yay, they're back. Yay, we've got them under our tent again. Yay, they're home. It's good to know that we've got them there. We can start thinking about how we're going to do things. But right now, Kevin Feige says, we're not even thinking about that. We're focused on our 5-year plan. Then he finishes off saying, but it will be a very long time. Now, there are going to be some MCU fans that are disappointed to hear Kevin Feige say that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I am thrilled to hear Kevin Feige say this. Absolutely thrilled. And the reason I am thrilled to hear Kevin Feige say this is because one of the things I've been telling you guys for a long time is, Kevin Feige has built this MCU by taking his time, by planning everything out, by being meticulous to the details and laying foundational work and being very, very patient. That's how we've gotten the MCU. That's how we've gotten to this 10-year mark in the MCU with Endgame coming out and everybody excited because Kevin Feige is patient. And he does things at the right time and in the right way. They've had Black Panther forever. Did they go, quick, let's make a Black Panther movie right now 7 years ago? No, because it wasn't time. They wanted to build and develop. And when it was the right time for Black Panther, that's when they brought in Black Panther. They've had the rights to Captain Marvel forever. In, 2011, they go, quick, we got to make a Captain Marvel movie right now because we have the rights to Captain Marvel, so let's make a Captain Marvel movie right now. No, because that wasn't the right time. They did things at the right time, at the right place, planned it out meticulously and very, very carefully. That is why the MCU has been so successful. That's why Kevin Feige has been so successful. That's why we have this movie cinematic universe that we all love so much. And it has confused me. I'll be honest with you, my brothers and sisters in film fandom. It's confused me a little bit that some of us have been wanting Kevin Feige to take everything that has made him and the MCU so successful and wanting him to throw that all out the window and quick, do X-Men right now. Quick, bring in Wolverine right now. Quick, bring in the Fantastic Four right now. Quick, on the Avengers Tower, make it the new Fantastic Four building. Quick, show Galactus in the post-credits. Quick, do it now. It's confused me. Pardon me. I shouldn't get all worked up. It's confused me why we as Marvel fans and as comic book movie fans have suddenly wanted Kevin Feige to throw away everything that's made him successful and just suddenly become reactionary. Ooh, we've got X-Men now? Quick, let's change our plans and put in X-Men. Ooh, we've got Fantastic Four now? Throw away all of our ideas. Let's not lay any groundwork. Let's just put in Fantastic Four now. Like, why we have kind of felt this urge to have him become a completely reactionary filmmaker instead of the cold, calculated, brilliant, strategist filmmaker that he has been, laying out the MCU the way that he has. So I know there are going to be some people disappointed to hear Kevin Feige say that, but to me, this is the best news that we can give us because it assures us that, number one, Kevin Feige is the smartest guy in the room. He knows not to become reactionary. He knows, oh, we've got the X-Men now. Great. We have them forever. We don't have to rush something into production. We don't have to bring in Magneto right now. We don't have to do that because they're ours forever. We can make our first X-Men movie in 3 years, and we're fine. We can make the first X-Men movie under our banner. We can do that in 5 years, and we're fine. There's no need to rush, and there's no need to scrap the plans we've been planning so long and putting together post-Endgame. Now, do I think we're not going to get a hint of either X-Men or Fantastic Four until 5 years after Endgame? Do I think we're not going to get any X-Men or any Fantastic Four until after this full 5-year plan is completed? No, I think we'll get something within that 5 years, but that gives Kevin Feige years now to prepare for it. He can move some things around that are 3 or 4 or 5 years down the line. He doesn't necessarily have to wait until all those plans are done. But for me as a fan, it's just very reassuring to hear that he's not going to rush into doing something all, to use the term, willy-nilly and all half-cocked and just reactionary and stuff like that. We've seen other filmmakers do things reactionary. We've seen other comic book franchises try to operate reactionary, and we've seen how that's turned out. So I, for one, am totally glad to hear Kevin Feige said it's not going to be for a while, because that means they're going to take their time. They're going to do it right. And while I've always wanted X-Men to stay in a separate cinematic universe, I think it means that when we do get X-Men in the MCU, it's going to be the best version they can give us, because they're not going to rush it. They're going to be patient. They're going to do it the Kevin Feige way. And to me, that's nothing but good news.